down, do down. Okay. Welcome back, everyone, to a Minecraft episode. So, I have actually tried. I've had a few more. I deleted all the other streams, but I tried to make a new Minecraft world on those streams, but I didn't. I wasn't successful, and so I'm just going to keep trying and making new Minecraft worlds until I get one that I actually want to play on. I have a very particular kind of taste or particular wants for a solo world. So I'm gonna just keep trying. I've already got a realm, so I'm just going to edit the world and we'll reset it. And I'll keep doing it until I find a good spot near base or near spawn. It doesn't have to necessarily be close to spawn, but if I can't find anything like within 10 minutes, we're done. So I want to start a new world for a few reasons. But one big reason is that I don't like my base location on the first Stuffy solo. And so I want to find a new base location. And we'll go off of that. So yeah, I had like 2 or 3 streams where I just kept trying to find new worlds that I liked. Or worlds with good base locations on them. And I haven't really found that yet. So this is like, I don't even know, this is my 4th or 5th time streaming, trying to just find a good world to play on. You know, I could also just make that a stream as well, instead of making like the first episode of the series, but I would rather just immediately, I'd rather just make it the first episode of the series if by chance I do end up finding a world that I like a lot. So, yeah, it's the plan. Yeah, I don't know. This is a really pretty area, though. I do love flower forests. It feels like so. God damn it, Precious. Hold on. Alright, let's go over here. And I'm gonna close. I kind of want to close the blinds a little bit, just so my game feels brighter. And then maybe I'll turn on my LEDs too. So I have a few hours. I have a few hours to play. And I'm gonna use those hours mainly just. I'm probably gonna play a little bit of Geometry Dash in a little bit. Just keep practicing 9 circles. Maybe try to get a new best. Game's really quiet. I really don't know why. So yeah, let's go. I really, guys, I'll be honest, I really like flower forests, but this isn't necessarily the most promising landscape for me personally. I like the uniqueness of flower forests, I do. They feel really pretty and everything like that. But I want to live near mountains, you know? And yeah, there's kind of mountains here, sure. But it's not like, you know, the mountains I want to live near, you know? I want like tall, snowy capped peaks, you know? I mean, I guess it doesn't necessarily have to be that. Certainly living inside of a flower forest would be pretty unique as is. But I'm gonna go ahead and, I was gonna make a sword, but I don't know. I'm gonna try to find it. I just want a good base location. That's it. One that I like, personally. That's all I really want. I did see a village over there. This world is promising, though. This is a pretty area, that's for sure. Even if it's not necessarily one that I want to live in, it's still in... Wait, why did I make a sword? Hold on. I should have made a pickaxe. And then mine more stone. I don't know. I feel bad because I made so much progress on the other world, you know? Like, I made a whole few villages. I had, like, there's Clea City, Port Apollo, Nigel's Quarry, but I don't know. I don't know. I really just didn't like the location I was living in that base, or in that world. It's just not, like, it's not really what I want. I want, I want open skies, you know? No, I don't want to see, like, unless it's a mountain, I don't want to see any land blocking my view of the sky, you know? Because I was surrounded completely by like kind of shallow hills in that world. You know, there were hills, but they were like blocking all sides of my view, and I don't know. It's a very weird thing to say or complain about with a base location. It's just I want that freedom, you know? I want to just feel like my base is open. Oh man, I'm not gonna lie. That's the thing. I really love Flower Forest, but like this is really tempting me to live here. It's just I don't think this is exactly what I want. I feel like whenever I live in a flower forest, I always am just simply not happy enough. I don't know. Like it feels right when you first get into it. But I don't know. I just think after like living in a flower forest for long enough, it just makes me not want to. Even if they are very like enticing to live in initially. And this is a big flower forest too. Like this one's huge, dude. It's right next to the ocean, which is also cool. But I don't know. It's not really what I want. I want mountains, man. Like big mountains. But it's really tempting to want to live here because it has such unique terrain. Always the flower forests do. So I want to live here low key, but at the same time I also don't want to settle too quick. I'll kind of know what I want when I find it, you know? But I don't know. It's very, like I said, it's very, very tempting to live here. Just because there's a flower forest and I love flower forests. I'm not going to, but I'm very, very tempted to. I saw it. Was that the village I was looking at? Or is there another one I saw? Dude, I can't remember. I was thinking about making a boat, but I mean, this village isn't that far away, and there's only like a little bit of water to cross. So that over there is the village I was looking at, and that over there is where I spawned just about. God, man, if I could live in a flower forest with like mountains in the background, that would be perfect, to be honest. But I don't know. Like the terrain's really cool and everything. I just don't think it's like, you know, it's not cool enough. I guess it is. I don't know. I really like that flower forest because it's right next to the ocean too. That's kind of one of the things I want in a base is being close to an ocean. I don't know, man. It's just, ugh. There's so many things I want, but it's just so hard to get it all in one location. Like, there's some things I would prefer, but like I can compromise. Like, I don't need to live near an ocean if a base location is like that pretty, you know. But I would prefer to, you know. You know, I'd like to, but I don't need to. That is a cool little structure, though, I will say. I don't know. Because I feel like I should have to look a little bit longer. This is the first world we've generated for this stream so far. Holy crap. What a great start. I mean, wow. We've generated one world, and we've already got such a interesting and promising looking location that I genuinely want to just call this one the world I want to play on. I don't know. I want mountains though. I do. I want mountains. I don't know why. I just want them. I want to live near them. And there's no mountains there, but like it's so pretty it almost doesn't need them. You know, but like I just really really want to live near mountains. I'm gonna try to get this iron golem. They can't hate you up here, right? It's like I just don't want to. I'm worried that I'll settle too quickly. I'll find an area that I like even more than what I've already found, and then I'll be upset because it's like that's just what I'm worried about. I'm worried about settling for a base location and then finding something that I don't really and finding something even better than what I had before. That's what I'm worried about. Oh, there's a librarian here. Hold on. Before we get that. Oh, okay. I'm gonna steal all these books. We're off to a great. This world has got a really good, like, just spawn in general, though. You know? Did I pick up the lectern? I did. This world's got like a really good spawn just in general, though. So like I don't know, man. Give me the horse. Stop being stubborn. This is such a slow horse. But I guess it's not terrible. I'll find a better one. I don't know. I really, God, I really like that flower forest though, you know? Like, I want to make my base there. Just, it's so pretty. That little arch is cool too. Like, it's so unique. But, like, I want mountains though, you know? I don't think I'm willing to compromise no mountains, you know? I want that in a base. I don't know if I can live without that, you know? I need to get a horse so I can figure out where I'm going. So if I play to like 11, then I'll have like probably an hour to play Geometry Dash. So I've got a few hours. I'm just gonna start heading this way because all I need to do is get a horse, and horses are present in this way because it's a plains biome. But like I was saying, I'm just worried that I'll find something cooler if I decide to settle inside of a flower forest. And then I'll be upset because I'll have found a much cooler area to live. And I'll have missed out. I mean, I guess I could always move if it's not too early in the game. That's the problem. This world is great though. Like, it's already such a good world, like just from the seed. Wow. This horse doesn't even seem that fast. This horse seems way faster. And he's got 10 hearts, so he's already immediately better health. Okay. Oh yeah, this horse is great. His jump sucks, but he's really fast. He's got good health. So, I'll take him for now. You know, I know it's not necessarily better to... Oh, wow. I know it's not necessarily better to have a horse with 10 hearts compared to a horse with 14. But am I the only one that thinks that, like, this is pretty? Am I the... Oh, that's a massive pill garden. Am I the only one who thinks that a horse with 10 hearts feels better than a horse with 14? Like, it looks better, you know? Like, it's not better, because obviously it has less health. But, like, it just feels better to use. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy. I might be. I didn't take my meds today, so, you know, who knows? Oh, hello, Hoss. Thank you for gifting. You're gonna say some dumb shit now, aren't you? This is a cool area for sure. Hey, look, we got my mountains here. I saw... Okay, I did also see, like, a jungle over in the other direction as well. I think that's important to note, because that might be a good area to go to next. Because I don't... This is cool and all, but I just, I don't know. Guys, hard to tell what's snow and what's powdered snow. That's powdered snow. This is all safe. Boger. Boger joined. Is that how I say your name? I don't know if it is or not. I probably am saying it wrong. I don't know. This is a cool area. It's a big old bay. It looks like one of those, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like something from Subnautica. Ecological Dead Zone or something. Oh. We found mountains. That village is horrible looking, I will say. We might have found it, guys. This horse is so awful, dude. He can't jump for shit, man. Why can't they just release that update where horses can swim like now? Wouldn't that be great? It would be. It really would be. I don't want to pick my location immediately, but I will say that this is kind of what I'm looking for. Kind of, sort of. Not exactly, but this is very pretty. It's almost perfect. Some of the comments are getting filtered, so I don't know what you're saying, Haas, but it's, according to TikTok, it's not appropriate. So I don't know, man. I don't want to like go that far from spawn. I guess if it's like a really pretty area, I don't really give a shit then. I just want somewhere pretty to live, you know? Yeah, I didn't think I was even gonna find an area this quickly though. Maybe. I mean, we're not done yet, so maybe it's not even that great. So we'll have to really wait and see here. At Haas now. What are you saying? I don't really know what you're saying, dog. We're almost 2,000 blocks from spawn. But honestly, in the grand scheme of things, 2,000 blocks is not that long. Or not that far. In the grand scheme of things, you know, like it's like it's still 2,000 blocks, but it's not like crazy far, you know. This might not even be a good area. Who knows? We might just turn back. I mean, we have a horse, so we can go quite far before we should probably call it quits and turn around. Okay, there is a very thin strip of land we can ride on. Wonderful. This is pretty cool. I really like this river that's cutting through this plains. Just there's no like mountains or anything. Like I know I won't shut up about these stupid mountains, man. It's really what I want. Just a flat piece of land, preferably like maybe a flower forest with a backdrop of just really pretty mountains. That's really all I want in a base location. It ain't that much to ask for, I think, either, so. Whatever the first... Wait, what the hell is this? Wherever the first allium spawns is the correct place for a base. That's an interesting rule to follow. I don't necessarily know if I'll follow that. Aren't alliums kind of like... they're like purple flowers, right? Or something? Or something like that, I think. I can't remember. But that's certainly an interesting rule to follow, I will say. This is pretty right here. But oh my god. It's not like... It's not like, that pretty though. let's get out of the water so you don't drown. Thank you for gifting that bipolar, dude. I appreciate it. You're bipolar? I might be bipolar, honestly. Judging by yesterday, man. Logic homework is not for the weak. It really is not. But I'm glad I'm done for like the next week or so because I have fall break. So, I'll be done for now. I gotta watch for powdered snow now. Unfortunately. But it shouldn't be much of a problem because I won't be in this snowy area for that long. Alright, so I know where we're at now. There's that weird village we found. I might loot it just to see. Because this is a really promising world just overall. So, I mean, I'll just take whatever I can get from this village. Honestly, if there's no blacksmith, I think I'm just gonna skip it and just go wherever else is next. I don't think there is. So, yeah, we're on the other side of... God, if this was a mountain, that would probably be like a really good place to set up a camp. I think it's a flower forest too. But it's not a flower, it's not a, what are you? I don't think you'd be faster. So I'm not even gonna bother. Yeah, that horse can't jump, but, I mean, who cares? He's so fast that it really makes up for every other downside he might have. Now, how fast are you? Probably not even faster. You can't really tell how fast a horse is going to be just by how fast they move when you get on them first, but you can kind of guess that if they're moving really slow, they're going to be slow. It's kind of what I've noticed, actually. Do I have a bed yet? I don't have a bed yet. I'm actually kind of glad I circled back to this village then. Because I don't even have a bed yet to sleep. So now I can get a bed. Wait, was there another farm I was looking at? Oh yeah, it's down there. Okay. Well, I don't know if I can sleep yet. It's not letting me yet. I'll just take this bed though. And then I'll hop on my horse. Go down here. Can I sleep down? Let me sleep, let me sleep, let me sleep, let me sleep, let me sleep. No. Here we go. Okay. Low-key though, I saw another mountain the other way. It's not a great mountain peak, but it looks like it would be it could be a good base on the other side maybe. You see that mountain peak right there? That's what I was thinking. It's like, I don't know, it's pretty, but it's not like exactly what I want, you know? I farted. I mean, I burped, sorry. Now, this is great, though. If this, I'm just saying, man, if this was like a more perfect peak on both sides, this would be a great place to make a base. Just so pretty. I don't even know what it looks like on the other side here, though. Guess we're about to find out. Now, this is cool. I will say immediately. I really like this big old bay here that we've got going on. Really like that. We're actually getting closer to the world spawn now. Just a bit nice. Although, the, God, this is a fucking drop if I've seen one. This isn't necessarily the greatest looking spot. I am kind of tempted to go across the water though and just see. Can we make this? Yes, we can. I think I'm just gonna leave my horse, to be honest. Or I'll just kill him. I don't know. He's stuck in the water. I don't feel like getting him out. And I want to go across the ocean anyways, so. Just kill him, craft a boat, use that boat. I don't know, maybe there's an amazing like landscape across this ocean or across this bay. It's not really much of an ocean from what I can tell, or maybe it's just like an inlet of an ocean, so a bay. It might just be a big bay. But if I could live near this bay, that'd be cool. Plus that landscape right there is pretty awesome. I'll make a grave. If I live near here, I'll make a grave for that horse I just killed. Because he's a great horse. He just sucks at jumping, I guess. That's if I even lived in his pay, though. I probably won't end up living here. There's probably not a great location somewhere across this. Probably not. I don't like getting my hopes up, you know? Because I've been through so many worlds before, and I haven't found anything that great, so... Like I said, I'm not really trying my hardest to just hope for a good location. Because I'm not really expecting one. I see some land forming over there, but I don't even know. And I can also say now that this is definitely an ocean and not just a bay. This is a massive body of water. This is a huge body of water, dude. And that looks like an island. I think... I mean, I kind of like the idea of living on islands, like chain islands. That would be cool. Being able to name all of them and everything. But I'm not seeing anything that crazy form so far on the mainland. So I don't know. I think I'm just gonna turn back. Hold on, wait a minute. As I say that, I start seeing something form. Doesn't look... I see a village. This is interesting. Is this like a flower forest? I'm turning back. I've still got an hour to explore. Chances are I either find a good location or I won't here. Wish I had one of those Nautiluses, because then I could go even faster, because I think they have like a boost attack or something. Or a boost or a dash or whatever. I don't like moving slow, especially when I only have limited time to do anything. You know, I'd rather go fast. But we don't got nothing. This is a fucking ocean. This is an ocean or a sea or something massive that has virtually no end in sight. There's land, just doesn't seem like it ends anywhere. It's just so big. I kind of know. I think I know. Yeah. See, we're coming back into what we've seen before. So yeah, I don't know. I wonder if there's any way I could like just boat my way through until I can get a better horse or a new horse because I killed the other one. I won't say better because I had a horse. I just killed him. I feel like horses on Bedrock Edition are quite perfect because like they're better than minecarts for transportation because they're much faster, but I feel like they're like the perfect early game transportation option because it's so easy to get a saddle now with being able to craft them and also finding them in villages still that you can get a horse super fast and easily. That is to the point where this is kind of pretty. I've seen these hills before though, so I know what it's like. But seeing it load in into the distance kind of makes it look cooler than I thought it would. But again, horses are like the perfect early game transport because they're quick, much faster than boating or boats and horses actually are both perfect modes of early game transport because they're both easy to get. They both have their purposes. Boats are much better on water, even if they're slower than horses overall. A horse does not swim nearly as fast as you can boat. Well, even with the horses being able to swim in the new update, they still don't go nearly as fast as a boat. And horses are much faster on land Oh, which I mean, a boat you can't really use on land, anyways. Basically, you can use a boat on water, and it's more efficient on water than a horse. But a horse is much more efficient on land than a boat. They both have their niches. They both have their scenarios where you want to use them, and they're both useful because they're both easy to get. A boat's even more easier to get than a horse, because all you need to do for a boat is just use 5 planks. Which honestly, I kind of liked the old recipe where you use the wooden shovel for like the oars. I think that kind of made sense. Oh, that's sad, dude. I'm sorry. Your guinea pig passed away. I'm so sorry to hear that. I think my friend Tyler had a hamster named Flash at one point, and it makes you wonder like those pets only live like 2 years. I don't know how long guinea pigs live. I think 5 or 6 years. I wanted to say 6 or 7, but that wouldn't really be appropriate. But I mean, I would like to get a hamster or a guinea pig, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've never really owned guinea pigs that much before, but we got another cat recently, and we've had a cat named Cleo for like 12 years or so. And I was worried that Cleo wouldn't adapt well, and she still doesn't like her, but they're getting along a little bit. I mean, it takes time, at least for cats. As far as I know, Cleo doesn't like Precious. Precious is the new cat, but eventually she'll probably grow to tolerate her at the very least. Might not like her ever, but I mean, your guinea pig that's still alive would probably, hopefully, get used to a new friend and would ultimately be happy to have someone with them. I would hope. One would hope that would be the case. But I wouldn't know. It's up to you. Yeah, cats are very, very territorial animals. And considering the fact that Cleo was by herself for like 12 years or so, doesn't really help anything either, because she was kind of used to being by herself. So, just randomly getting a new cat probably doesn't feel very right or good to her, which is totally fair. So yeah, I don't know much about guinea pigs, but they're cute. They make cute little noises. I'd like to have one. Ooh, yeah, this is what we're talking about. This is the mountains I'm looking for. Yeah, I love cats. They make cute noises as well. They're like meow. Guinea pigs are. Is there like a lot of maintenance required for guinea pigs? Like, do you have to clean them a lot? Because I know with like chinchillas, you got to give them dust baths because I think they can't really touch water or something. They're not like allergic to water because they need it to survive. I think every animal does, but yeah, I don't know much about guinea pigs, but I gotta find a horse. I really do. I don't know if I can handle going on foot over these mountains, dude. Oh, there's a village over there. I think villages usually have horses in them, so. Yeah, there's a lot of pets out there that just have like, when you get them, you have to be aware of how much time you're gonna have to put in with them for them to thrive and be happy. Cats are sort of like almost low maintenance. Like, you don't need to put a lot of time in with a cat for it to like you. You just kind of need to love on it occasionally and be there for it. Ouch. But I don't know. That's just cats though. Cats are sort of low maintenance. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if hamsters are easy, but like yeah. It's kind of like with goldfish. A lot of people, goldfish are seen as like easy pets, and they can be if you don't care about them living that long. But goldfish can actually live quite a long time as far as I'm concerned if you treat them like right, give them enough food and everything, and give them proper space to grow instead of just keeping it in like a really tiny glass tank, which that seems cruel now just thinking about it. Also, this horse is even better than the one I had. He jumps super high. Oh, but he has like 8 hearts, so I guess that balances everything out. Now, this is more of what I'm talking about here. This is a really cool mountain peak right here. Yeah, that's the problem with them. Is like, it just feels so... Uh-oh. I just got this horse, man. Can we not have him freeze to death, please? Yeah, he's gonna die. Whoops. Well, rip horse. I got the saddle back at least. This is why horses are so like hit or miss. They have weaknesses, man. I feel like the powdered snow is more deadly to horses than it is to anything else. Can I just get out of this snow, please? God. There goes. I just got that horse too. Is that negligence? Maybe. I don't know, man. There's another horse. You're probably not as good, I will say. It'll be good enough. Yeah, he's real slow. That's cool. I don't know if this is necessarily... I don't know. Great. Of course it's raining. This is cool. I feel so lazy today. I don't know why. I don't really have anything going on. I just feel like I'm wasting my time. Even though I'm just trying to relax. I think it's because I've been doing so much like schoolwork and being so productive, I guess, that when I'm not doing something productive-ish, I just feel like I'm wasting my time or being lazy. I don't know. Maybe it's just a search for finding a good seed to work or to, you know, make a world in. Just feels like tired. I kind of want to start another seed and see if I can find one. I've got time. I mean, I've got like a whole nother hour of looking. This isn't even, like, this is kind of what I'm looking for, but not really. You know? Alright, we're gonna reset them. Yeah, no, I feel bad for those fish that they sell at, like, those carnivals, like, as prizes, like, in the little plastic bags. It just feels so cruel, you know? Keeping something alive, like a fish, inside of such a small little container. Those things die after, like, a week because they're so... They're just so, like, they're kept in such a small area, and most people who get them are kids, and they don't know how to take care of them. So obviously they're gonna die because the kids are stupid and they don't know what they're doing. What are you talking about? What the fuck do you mean? It's not allowed. It's literally my world. Who are you to tell me what I can do with? So what name is allowed in Minecraft? Stuffy Solo the Second. Is that not allowed too? Fuck you! Okay, I'm closing Minecraft because what the fuck is happening, dude? Genuinely, what is happening? They're just not letting me name my realm whatever I want? That's stupid. I mean, I can understand if it was like something racist, but I'm not naming anything I'm just naming it Stuffy Solo 2. Jesus. S. Okay, so it was just a glitch. Because obviously, they have the dumbest glitches that happen. Like, how does a glitch... Look, here's the thing. I don't even know how a glitch like that would happen, ever. Like, what... I don't know what specifically you have to do. Oh, hi, Precious. I don't know what specifically you would have to do for that to happen. But yeah. I feel kind of bad, because that world seemed like it would be really good. I don't know. I guess oh. I really hope that this is a mountain. And not... like... the spawn of the world. But unfortunately, it's a snow world. I'm not. Nope. Immediately, nope. I'm out. 1.3 seconds. I hate snow worlds, dude. I genuinely cannot stand living in the snow biome. I like living near mountains. That's the closest snow I'll allow myself to live to. That's because it looks cool in the background. I'll never live in a biome with snow. The only time I'll ever do that is if it's a challenge. And I'll feel miserable. Look, I like having... I kind of like this. Stuffy Solo the second. Okay. I like worlds. I like living in sunny, bright biomes. So, literally everything that isn't snow. We're cooking already. We already got such a cool base area. I suppose. I mean, I don't really know where to go first. All these areas look like they could be promising. Why do drowns spawn like so much? Is that a flower forest over there? Well, it looks like it. Or is it a jungle? It's hard to tell, honestly. Kind of pisses me off that Bedrock doesn't have saturation. Because it reminds me every time, immediately when you spawn in, you start running, then you immediately have to eat something. Kind of pisses me off, I'm not gonna lie. I won't lie. This world, though, so far, it's not a bad spawn. I just like these big, open, sunny biomes. That's what I like in a world. I don't like dark, or, you know, I like kind of living high up in the air, sort of, you know. That's why I like those mountain biomes, like the flat valleys next to them. It's because you're still kind of like at a higher elevation, and it feels that way because you got mountains all around you. Oh my god. Take this bed. Don't mind if I diddly do. I'm not gonna bother with the wheat. Actually, I will bother with the wheat because it's wheat seeds, you know. I mean, I can get seeds anywhere, but I mean, it's still like, it's still seeds. I'll need them eventually, so might as well just get some now. This village seems like it's mostly just farmers. Not bad, just like kind of, yeah. Oh, look at that. Get out of here, bro. Yeah, it's pretty standard village. A few workstations, but nothing too crazy overall. We got a compass. Put some of these in here. These apples. I don't have any iron yet, so I can't make a saddle, unfortunately. Now, I am drawn to this biome. This is a flower forest, regardless of how you feel. A flower forest is like, look, if I can live in a flower forest that is like near or in view of a mountains, whether it's stone-capped or snow-capped, doesn't matter to me. If it's close enough to the mountains where I can see them in my render distance, and I have a flower forest I'm living in, I think that's a perfect spot for me. Because I love flower forests, but the only downside I think about them is that there's no like usually the terrain is unique, but there's no like cool backdrop usually because they have to be close to mountains for that to happen. And I don't know if I'll ever be close to mountains. But us being so close to one of these flower forests immediately does give me hope. Like I'm saying, I don't necessarily need to live inside of a mountain biome. As long as I can have just like a cool backdrop with mountains in the background, that's really all I want. I mean, that's the bulk of what I look for in a base, is just a cool backdrop. If I can have a cool backdrop and a relatively unique or interesting sort of kind of place to actually like build on and survive on, that's really all I care about. This is a pretty area, I will say. The backdrop of the cherry blossoms is almost pretty enough for me to want to live here. Almost. I kind of want to go back over to that area because it's got the flower forest, and that is something I am interested in. But I'm looking for like a mountainous biome. And I don't think we're gonna find it over here, because I'm starting to see a spruce biome come into view, and that's not exactly what I'm looking for. So we are gonna turn around, go the opposite direction. I almost feel like I don't want to play Minecraft right now, almost, because this is like, I just don't feel like in a Minecraft mood, I guess. It feels like any of these hills that I'm surrounded by could go up to like, be mountains, but for some reason they just keep plateauing. Like that hill could have been such a good looking mountain. Could have been. Got a birch forest that direction. I am not going to associate with that. I do not like birch forests. It's like snow biomes and birch forests are kind of the same thing. If I had to live in one, I'd probably choose a birch forest. But the reason why I don't like either of them is I don't like how dark a snow biome feels. It just feels constantly like, you know, I like the diversity in landscapes, you know, and the snow biomes just don't have that. It's just all snow and it's so bleak. It just feels hopeless. And birch forests are just ugly. Birch trees don't look bad, but the grass, I hate the grass color. You know, if I could just if a birch forest had like the most unique and amazing diverse landscapes and geography, I could tolerate living in it, but I would not. I would always be upset with how the grass is colored, you know? I'd always be upset with that. And I would never forget about it. I would never be like, dang, I like this place I live in, but this grass, I can't get over how ugly it is. I can never get over it. So I would never live in a birch forest for that exact reason. I couldn't handle living in an area with such ugly grass. We are definitely close to mountains. Usually these like cherry hills, they always got something cool. Oh, hey, look at that. An acacia biome. You know, I kind of think that these biomes just feel better to me now with the vibrant visuals because they make it seem like so much brighter. But at the same time, it's also like, can we make that? Yes, we can. Honestly, if I had died there, I probably would have just found the new world. Uh, so it's probably a good thing we survived. But, you know, you never know. Let's go ahead and make ourselves a boat. So I'm tired of traveling by foot. I'd rather just travel by something that isn't by foot. That boat's our best bet. don't know. I kind of wish I just settled for that flower forest in that first one. I feel like that... Maybe I don't need to live... Maybe I don't want to live next to a mountainous biome. I don't know exactly what I want, you know? It's just a tough thing. One of my favorite bases of all time had like a pretty standard looking hill. Like it was a mountain, I would say. I called it Mount Patra, but like it was a pretty basic mountain to be honest. But it was kind of just like unique enough to make it feel right. Then again, that base location after a while, I never got tired of it because of all the stuff I built plus Mount Patra just being a pretty mountain. I don't really know where I'm at, honestly, but this is a cool area. I'm gonna just get out for now. That's a cool... I won't lie. That's kind of a cool little mountain right there. This village is cool in general, too. I don't know what houses have chests. I always forget. I don't even know if they're gonna have, you know, the saddles in them anymore. I don't think they do. I think they just have leather. And, like, the occasional pants or something. But, who knows? There's a lot of bundles. I'm gonna take this bed for now. Only 1K likes? Oh, God. You're gonna like the stream like a million times, Riley? I mean, I wouldn't necessarily mind that. So, if you want to, by all means. But you don't have to, man. Welcome back, though. Welcome back. This village is kind of eh. Kind of eh, you know. It's alright. Wait, do llamas like hay bales? Is that why he's next to me? I should have made a pickaxe, man. Because I keep finding these villages. Well, actually, it's like the second village I've found, so it's not that crazy yet, but... You know, if I do find... What is this? Is this a, like a leather workers? Nice, a saddle. It makes sense that you can still get saddles from, like, leather workers. Because, you know, it's a saddle. It makes sense to be there. But, I'm glad they kept it there. That's what I'm trying to say. Because it makes a lot of sense why it would be there. I kind of like this. You see what I mean? Like, it doesn't need to be that crazy. Yeah, I'd like to have, like, a mountainous background, I guess, but... If it's, like, if it's just a good-looking hill, I guess that's what matters the most to me. Is if the hill that I'm living next to looks good. What I really want right now is a horse, though. Because I have a saddle. And if I can just get something that will allow me to, like, I don't know, just travel faster right now, that would be ideal. Also, I do like this area. I'm actually getting closer to spawn, I think, by going on top of this mountain. This is a mountain, too, by the way. It's just so tall, might as well be. Even if it's not, like, the most pretty-looking mountain. Well, that's kind of cool. Not, like, amazing. I think this is the other side of that flower forest I saw initially. Oh my god, 2K likes. Oh wow, look at how fast this horse goes. Dang, dude. He's zooming. My friend Dylan made a base one time on top of a meadows. This biome we're in right now. Turned out to be an alright base. It had some questionable symbolism though, unfortunately. Which definitely made him seem worse. This is a absolutely horrid horse though. This ain't a great horse. We're at 2K likes. Sweet beans, dude. I appreciate that. But you don't gotta keep going though. You're good if you wanna stop. But I know you're gonna keep going. You're gonna have really strong fingers, dude. I mean, this is a cool area. Oh man, like, I love flower forests though, dude. They're just so pretty. I know this is not the best. Yeah, I know. Oh man, that's just, it makes me want to live in that flower forest because it's so pretty, but I'm gonna go to that village. I think I see there's probably some good loot there. But there's so much flatland I'm able to cover right now because of this horse. So I kind of just want to see if I can find anything cool while I'm over here. Doesn't look like it though. The eyes, dude. I don't know. This is a cool village. I don't know. I'm just feeling lazy though. I don't feel like doing anything. I don't feel like actually having to craft something. So I don't know. Wait. I've been to this village before. Oh my god, I've been here. Oh, okay, hold on. So that mountain I was just on top of. I've come full circle. Wow, alright. So we're back to spawn pretty much. That's funny. You know what I might do then? Is since I'm kind of back at spawn anyways, I might just go explore another side of spawn and see if there's anything cooler in another direction. I'm already back here. Almost at 3K, Riley. You got it. Keep going, keep going. There's a village over here. This is some sick ass parkour we're doing on this horse. I think, alright, well, you know what? I gotta grab this, you know? It'd be a waste if I didn't grab all this. So yeah, I should stop being lazy and I should actually make myself like a pickaxe and start mining stone. Wait, did I just... Did I bundle up my cobblestone? Oh no, I didn't. I just haven't grabbed any more stone. I'm so stupid. Okay. We're at 3K! Hooray! Hooray! You know, I think that's plenty of likes for me. I just think I'm really focusing. I'm really digging in on the... Okay, I'm gonna make this, and then I'll make this axe, because I can use the axe as a sword for now, even if it's not really the best sword. I just don't have enough sticks or wood right now, so I'm gonna have to ration it out a little bit, even if it seems pointless to do so. You know, ultimately though, I think even if I chose like a basic ass plains biome to live in on that other world, then I think I probably would have been happier living there than in the jungle biome I chose to live in. Mainly just because of how open it is. Even if it's like a really boring location, it's still like it's still like more open and has a lot. Oh, what are you selling? That's a really good villager actually. Kind of unfortunate too. What was blocking me there? This village it's kind of lame, dude, honestly. lame ass village. You going for 4K, Riley? Well, do it, man. I'm ready. God, that really took away a lot of durability on this axe, dude. How much damage does this thing do? 4? It was basically like hitting it with a wooden sword. Might as well have been. And before I leave, I'm gonna yoink this these bookshelves from this librarian. I think, look, honestly, if I find a flower forest that's really pretty, I might just give in and live in it. Where'd my horse go? Jesus, man. There he is. God damn. Freaking Usain Bolt moving away from me, man. Damn. You know, these horses on Bedrock Edition are crazy. They move so fast when you're not paying attention to them. We're up. We're on top. So, I'm not seeing anything too crazy over this way. There was another village I saw this direction, so maybe I'll go check that out, see if there's a blacksmith or something. Can I sleep really quick? No, I can't. Oh! Damn, this horse is quick, though. You see how fast he's moving? We're clearing blocks so fast. We should keep this horse so we can breed him with a another one. We're at 4K now. Oh, gosh. How far are you willing to take this, Riley? Also, Vibrant Visuals just makes everything look prettier, too. So, I'm on top of the world, eh? I don't know why that song's, I'm thinking about it. I don't know why. Can I sleep now? Okay, there. 4.7. 4.7. I wish it was 6.7. Wait. There's a blast furnace in here. Well, unfortunately, this village was kind of pointless, almost. Not entirely. There's nothing really that's that crazy I could have gotten here, so. I see spruce in the right, so we're coming into... I don't know, is that funny? But we're coming into interesting territory here. $5,000. That's how much I wish I had. Money. That is. I mean, maybe I do. I'm not going to disclose how much money I have in my bank account, though. I feel like I don't really need to. Also, I really hate the Extreme Hills biome. Like the old Extreme Hills that we just passed by. So I'm going to try to stay far, far away from that. If I can. Have you guys seen Jinxie playing Club Step? He's actually getting pretty close to beating it. He's at 75%. Now here's the thing. It kind of annoys me when people are saying like, bro, Jinxie is so cooked when he gets to like this level. Because every time they say it, he's beating the level. Everyone said it was like clutter. Oh, look at this. Do I have potatoes? I do, but I don't have this many potatoes. Everyone was saying that he was gonna be cooked when he got to Clutterfunk, and yeah, he struggled a lot with Clutterfunk, but he beat it eventually. Look, here's the thing: people don't realize that once you beat something as hard as like Clubstep, you are automatically going to have a much easier time beating something that's of similar difficulty to that level. So like Jinxie might have had a really hard time trying to beat Clubstep his first time, but once he beats it and moves on to Theory of Everything 2 or Deadlocked or whatever he starts to do next, he's gonna have the improved skills to actually get through those levels like far easier than you'd think he would. So don't count him out, basically. That's how it was for me. I think I beat like Clubstep in less than like 400 attempts. Why do I have so many saddles? I beat Clubstep in like 400 attempts or less, I think. So, like, it was a really tough level. Granted, I have that experience of having played it a long time ago. So, you know, I'm not like going into it blind like Jinxie is. I mean, I think he's seen, not Riley, but I was thinking of Clash Royale. He's seen like other people play it before, so he's not like completely blind going into it. But like, he's pretty much got no experience with Clubstep, so you know he's already at 75%. Granted, like a few thousand attempts, which is a bit extreme, especially for him. But I think he's mostly got that many attempts on it because he kept dying in the same spots over and over and over in practice mode, which will definitely ramp up the amount of attempts you've actually taken on a level. Practice mode really buffs it up. I think when I did Clubstep, I was not only like, I didn't do that much practice mode because I just wanted to actually play the level. And so that's probably why I have so little attempts, is because I was again, I was also familiar with it. So when I never thought I was able to beat it when I was younger. So going back to it with being older and having better skills at generally everything, of course I was able to beat it, you know? And with what, 400 or so attempts in total. Huh. I don't know. All I'm saying, even though Jinxie's like, even though he might be struggling a lot with Clubstep, with the skills he's got, Theory of Everything 2, you know, it's still going to be a really difficult level for him for sure. But he's probably going to be able to pass it with relative ease. In fact, I would say, I think the hardest parts about Theory of Everything 2 are those UFO sections in the beginning of the level. Everything else is fine for me. Like me personally, I think I actually beat Theory of Everything 2 before I beat Clubstep. I can't remember. But, you know, Theory of Everything 2 is really only difficult in the beginning with those UFO sections. The ship parts are all easy, even though you can't see the blades and everything. The drop is still pretty easy too. And some of those cube sections have somewhat difficult memory, but Theory of Everything 2 is not that hard. Other than those UFO sections. And that one ship section that's really difficult. If you can get past those sections, which require some sort of tight timing, then you should have no problem doing the rest of the level. Because the rest of the level is pretty much just simple click patterns. Don't know why, but I've really got to poop. Why do some of these just simply not have... Do I have carrots? I do, but I don't have a lot. I think I might have lost the plot a little bit. I gotta poop so bad. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, my girlfriend goes on her lunch at 11:45. 6.7 thousand. Dang, 6.7. Keep it at 6.7. Seeing that bullshit again. Getting back into it. Wow. Why does it even drop? Why? Can we just load? Electric Boogaloo. Give us good luck with this name. Until I can find a red bed, it'll have to do. Oh, hey. Not really at, walking hunger yet, fortunately. But I would like to find a horse relatively soon. I'm not going to live over here. I've already decided that I'm not going to live in a jungle again for a long time. So, realistically, I should probably turn around and go look elsewhere. Just jungle. Big old jungle biome. It's the one biome I do not want to live in. Well, besides, I'd much rather live in a jungle than a stupid snow biome, at least. But, yeah. I can't run anymore. This is a great day zero. Maybe there's food in here. No, there's like some stuff, I guess. Oh, you know what I could do with this actually? So I can set an animal on fire, then I can kill it. It'll cook the meat for me. Gives me a semi-decent food source. There's a cow right there, so I can kill that and get some cooked steak, which is much better. It did drop steak for me. How wonderful. We're back to that Whoa, okay. I didn't know that this was here. Nor did I even know that that was there either. Is this the same village? I think it is. I don't feel like, harvesting anything. That is the big old cave, though. Maybe I should just chop this tree down regardless. I don't think a sword chops anything faster. I think it used to or something, but... You know, I want to know. I want to say that that was just a really bad chest, but I feel like, or I want to say that I've already looted that, but I feel like I probably would have had something like that pop up because some of those chests are genuinely awful. This is a big old river. I honestly don't know what mountain I would prefer more, like a stone-capped peak or a. You know what I'm gonna do? Craft the crafting table, then craft a horse. Or a boat. Yeah, I'll craft a horse, guys. Alright. At this point, I have smite on this gold sword. So it does more damage to undead mobs. But like, just a little bit more. I think Minecraft could benefit from seasons though. You know? I've talked about this before, but I just think like a small seasons feature would be nice. Like maybe just have like mainly visual differences, but like a few small like gameplay differences with the different seasons. It's like maybe during summer, snow and like icy biomes melts, so you can actually see like the snowy grass texture instead of having to break the snow to see it. Like it'll just melt or something, right? Wouldn't that be cool if you could actually like see the grass? And then I don't know, maybe also in summer like fireflies and flies spawn. Like maybe just like little patches of flies. God, this horse is, I think it might actually be slower than just running, to be honest. This horse is pitiful. What is this dirty blood doing on the calculator? Is blood Einstein? What is this dirty blood doing on the calculator? Is blood. Okay, now I'm actually faster by running, I think. So, goodbye. Well, we got a gold pickaxe and we got all this stone here, so we might as well make use of it. We can only mine 33, I believe, before this thing breaks. But considering it's got efficiency 2, either we missed one or it's actually 32 durability. I always thought it was like 33. I don't know. Night 1. I want to say that I feel like this world has potential, but I've said that about almost every world, and I haven't found a base location that I wanted to stay at. Also, I think this is the meadows because this doesn't give off like right next to the ocean kind of grass vibes. It gives off not that. I really want to find a horse, man. I kind of like the low key though. Thinking back at it, I kind of like the vibes that the. I know this is kind of a switch up, but I kind of like the acacia vibes now at the vibrant visuals. It kind of makes everything just seem like it's like a warm orangish color. It feels very nice. I remember I did a few streams a long time ago on another channel where I tried to beat Minecraft, but every crafting recipe was like randomized. So like you could put the crafting recipe in for like a boat and you could get like a diamond block, which would be pretty OP. Or you could get something like you craft a stick with like a diamond a diamond tool recipe or something. It was quite diverse. You either got something horrible or you got something amazing you can craft for something very cheap. Like maybe crafting Podzol gives you some dumb way of doing stuff. It could it could either make the game much easier, allowing you to get certain things much faster, or it could give you a much harder time. In fact, I don't know. Maybe some things will become like, maybe you could craft like eye or end portal frames, right? Granted, if you fuck up where you want the portal to be, then you can't move it ever. They're stuck there. You can't break those without exploits. Maybe you can with exploits, but I don't know. But you can craft them, man. You can make your own end portal anywhere. That's something people would have to make. Like, they can't choose where it goes. They just have to hope that it's somewhere close to their base, or build their base around the end portal. I think that's like a stone cap peak there, but I haven't gone up there yet, so I don't know. I'm just trying to find a horse. I swear to God, horses spawn in acacias, but I haven't seen one like at all, except in a village. So a village is most definitely going to be my best bet for finding one of them. But I still don't even see any like animal pens that could have one in there. That's like a... Do I have a hoe? No, I don't. Do I? I don't even have enough, really a lot of wood. Hold on. At this point, I'm starting to think maybe I just won't play Geometry Dash today. Craft that in a pickaxe and then a hoe. And I might as well mine this thing down since I've got an axe now. Yeah, I kind of like I like how warm. I think the acacia biome, I just like how warm it feels, you know? Like you walk around it and it just feels like it's hot, you know? I kind of like that. I like that feeling. Even if I don't like the trees in this biome. In fact, I kind of hate the trees. It feels warm here, and that's what I like. I don't know why this is over here. My food should be down here. To which I don't have a lot of. Sure. But I have something. I can't help feel like I forgot something. I don't know why. I just feel like I did. You know, one thing, the only downside to acacia biomes is that their geography is always so plain, you know? Like, it's not boring, there's just... Well, it's boring, basically. I just said it wasn't boring. It is boring. It's just so... There's really big hills, and then there's just flat land. Granted, acacias are usually... Oh, wow. Acacias are flat anyways. But, like, I kind of wish that there could be a little bit of diversity in that, you know? So, like, the flower forests have really unique geography. They have flatness, yes, but they also have, like, small little diversions of hills. But acacia biomes don't really have that. They're just kind of flat. And then they have like the occasional stone peak, which does look really cool. But it's like it's hard to make a base near one because do I have a chest plate? I don't. No. I don't have a shovel either. Granted, it's a shovel, right? So it's not that useful, but if I can get a shovel, I'll take a shovel, bro. Also, I'm still looking for a damn horse. I swear, guys, I know horses spawn in acacia biomes. I am not crazy. I know they do. I just haven't found one yet. Okay, so this mountain is sick as fuck, I will say. Only problem is, I'm not seeing any other biomes around it. And again, yeah, no, acacia biomes aren't necessarily boring. I just don't really like. It's the trees and stuff. I don't necessarily like the trees. And where? Okay, seriously, dude. Where are all the horses? Also, have I not lost hunger for like a long time? I feel like I've had this hunger up for a long time. I have officially 45 minutes. At this point, I should just keep exploring this world, trying to find a good place to make a base, instead of making a new world and trying there. Because I'm like already so locked in on this world. Now, granted, don't get me wrong. This is a very cool mountain. But it's not looking like there's any area around it that I want to live in. If I had, dude, if I had like a flower forest near this place. That probably looks so sick from down there. It's like, yeah, these are cool biomes. It's just down there that would be a really good spot to make a base. It's just boring, you know? Like, it's just a flat area. There's no challenge at all or uniqueness to it. The only unique thing about this place is that there's a mountain in the background, which is cool, yes, but just boring. I need something fun, I guess. A gold pair of armor with thorns just breaks even faster than it normally does. Which is already very quick, mind you. Look at, okay. It doesn't look that impressive from this glance. But that's mainly just because we've already passed, like, the, I don't even know. I actually kind of like that flatness right there. It's like so flat, but it's also like really high in the air, so it looks kind of cool. Like I said, I'm not settling for anything. I'm just gonna try to find a good place to make a base, and then we're gonna go from there. I ain't settling for nothing. I don't even know why I'm so like sad today. I just feel like I'm wasting my time because I'm just searching for like a good base location, and I'm just finding nothing. But to be honest with you, seeing like the sun setting and everything just makes me like want to set up a base here just because it feels really cool. But this is we're going into Mesa. We're going into wooded badlands, aren't we? Or something. The next world I make might be my last chance, honestly. It might be the last chance I have at finding a good base location or a good world for a base. It might be. This is also just a regular forest, so maybe we actually have found something good here. I mean, like, they're good places to build, they're just kind of boring, you know? That's the biggest problem I have with them. Oh, great, a jungle. They're not bad places, the landscape is just so plain and there's not much diversity. New world time. Steffi Solo forever. Sure. This is already a horrible world. I fucking hate swamp biomes. The only thing that might save this world is if I can get out of here and then find something absolutely incredible waiting for me. At this point, I have 40 minutes. I'm just speedrunning worlds. Ugh. This world is so terrible, dude. It's already bad. I already don't like it. Nope, nope, I'm done. It's literally like my least favorite. I hate the old generation in Minecraft. I hate the old generation. And I know that might be controversial because everyone seems to be blinded by nostalgia nowadays, but I just genuinely hate the old generation of Minecraft. Like the old world generation. I like Minecraft, like the old Minecraft, but when I play Minecraft, I want modern Minecraft. I want the modern world generation, not old swamps and other extreme hills. That's not what I want. Hold on. Okay. New world. Again. I know I don't want to be too negative, but I already don't like this world. I don't like the dark oak biomes. I like the wood. I just don't like living in them. It's just so dark. Oh, hold on. I feel like whenever I load up worlds in creative, I always find the coolest worlds. And then I never find anything like it again. My question is, if they have like a frost or cold meter, they could totally add like a temperature system. Or they probably could if they wanted to. Now these are the type of mountains that I've been wanting. It's just there's not anything like... Hold on. This could be... I need a village, dude. But I think I found what I'm looking for. Is that a polar bear? Damn. It's a flower forest right there. And there's mountain peaks. Just keep going. Please. Please. I'm living off of raw meat, dude. I'm like the Liver King guy. Or whatever his name is. I've got to find a village soon, dude. Or something, man. Oh, come on. It's probably gonna say some bullshit too, like, you can't use this name for some reason, because we hate you. Alright. It's not a particularly bad start. It's kind of like mystical. These big old 2x2 trees. For some reason my hearts look weird, but I don't really know why. It might be like a visual bug. Probably is. I honestly want to get like really high on one of these trees and just see if I can look around. Kind of reminds me of Redwood Forest. I live near them, so we have it's not foreign to me. Now here's the thing. I am tempted once more to live in the spawn, cause this is pretty cool. Like I'll admit it, dude. Like this Redwood Forest, man. It is just forest in general is just cool. It's just that okay. I see that right there. I immediately want to get out of here. Out of this world. Because I despise ice biomes. I'm lazy. I don't want to just go into the world and actually have to look. I just want to know. I'm lazy, guys. What can I say? Forever. Forever. copper golems everywhere. I'm doing one more world. Let's try a different. We're doing a different world slot. Maybe we'll get. Maybe a different world slot will give us something much better. I don't know. Something, dude. There's really only one place we can begin going to, and that's over here. Hey, village. I more or less want to spend more time just looking at the world than actually like living in it, but you know, if it's right here, I might as well try to get some stuff. I've only got 20 minutes at this point, and I'm probably not even going to be using all 20 of those. I mean, I'll take the bucket, but kind of like, you know? I don't care with the hay. I've got enough bread anyways from this village to last me. At least for a while. Wonder what the official Minecraft bread would taste like. I said this was the last world. Oh, whoa. Whoa. I'm not gonna lie. This is promising. And I know I don't want to say that about every single world. But I'm low-key really fucking with this so far. There's a beach down there. This is a forest biome, which I am perfectly fine with living in. And we have an acacia biome near us, which means warm biomes, which means good biomes like the desert. And we got this amazing start with a bucket, some food, and a bed. And a bundle, which, can't forget the bundle. I don't think this is a flower forest necessarily, but it's something. This ain't the greatest spot to start, but this is a decent area. Look, all I've got to do... I kind of wasted episode 1 overall, just trying to find a spot to build in. But like, oh wow. Yeah, look at that, dude. It's a great peak. Oof, that village being there is kind of an iffy scenario. I won't lie. I really like that mountain though. How do I even get down, man? You're gonna burn down there. I've got like 10 minutes before I have to leave. So I'm trying to be like quick. It's a really cool mountain though. Ooh. I think that's... What is this building? I can't remember what this one is. This is a... one of those variants of the churches. I know these buildings have just nothing in them, but, well, no saddle. That's okay. Because this one might have a saddle in it. No saddle. We already have leather tunics. So. I don't know what's on the other side of this mountain. I don't. No, I do not. But there might, from the looks of it, there's even cooler mountains on the other side. So that's pretty cool if they're... It looks like it just goes into this absolutely massive mountain range. God damn, dude. I don't think there would be saddles in there, so I'm not even gonna check. But damn, dude, look at this. If only I had a way of getting around faster, then I could fully explore this. But look at this, dude. Got some sick mountains here. You know, I could have also grabbed some iron from that ruined portal if it had any. And then use that to make... something. This is so cool, though. Dude, I would love if I could have a stone-capped mountain with like some forest around it. Not like the one over there, because I feel like there wasn't enough flat land. Plus, it just felt kind of like there wasn't like a really solid peak to look at. My God! These just keep getting better, man. Look at that fucking peak over there, dude. That is crazy. It's like peak Omega. Jesus, man. It's honestly overkill. It's like fine, we'll give you what you want, but we're gonna give it to you like hard. Wait. Um Yikes, that didn't really sound like how I wanted it to sound, I guess. All these, there's so... But you know what this means, though? Like, this here, like, that is just... God damn, man. That is, like, the coolest mountain I've ever seen. And, hey, to be completely frank with you, I don't know if I want to live necessarily there. I want to see... Oh, great, look at that. We found a horse, but we don't have a saddle. You know what we can do, actually? Hold on. We can very quickly... We can very quickly... Oh, we don't even have enough for a wood pickaxe. Damn it. I need to grab 8 stone. And just a little bit of iron. But since I'm here, I'll grab all this vein. I think it's sleep here. I don't know if that horse is still there. But if we do encounter another horse... Uh-oh. Doesn't look like the horse is still here. I should have tamed it first. Shit, man. Now we're gonna have to scale this mountain without a horse. Unless we find one down here, which we could. But with my track record so far finding horses in acacia biomes, I think that is probably very unlikely. Unfortunately. Oh. Even if it was a slow horse, it would allow us to get up this hill much faster, because it would be able to climb up these blocks way faster than I can climb up them. But that's if we get one, so I don't... Even if he's slow, getting up these steeper parts will be millions of times easier. It's a pretty big forest. There is just like there's no end to cool peaks in this area. That's what I'm seeing here. There's gotta be at least one area we can live in, that is. Like, there's gotta be one area, dude. I'm so upset, dude. Ugh! So close to finding a cool area. Where is the goddamn horses at? Seriously, what the fuck, dude? Where are all the damn horses, man? It's actually pissing me off, because there's not a single one. Like, why? I have to go, man. It's 11:40. Well, folks, what is this dirty blood doing on the calculator? Is blood Einstein? What is this dirty blood? Calculator is blood Epstein.